Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristina and today we're going to be talking about how to become a better cake designer. Before we do that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe down below so you don't ever miss any videos on how to actually become a great cake business owner, charging premium rates and having a book solid cake calendar. So, how to actually become a better cake designer. One thing that I had to learn being an artist in the cake design industry is you are always seeking to become better and never rest on your laurels. Meaning, don't ever feel like you have suddenly arrived at being at the peak of your game and you don't have to improve on your skills. This is something to where it really has helped me just kind of humble myself and my skill set, and has always helped me to really see how I could become a better cake designer. Because the better cake designer that you are, the more your confidence grows, and naturally the more money you make. They always just kind of like correspond and relate to each other. So the more that you're practicing, the more that you are affirming and believing that you're an awesome cake designer, the more money you will naturally begin to charge in your business. So you always want to have the mentality of I'm always learning on how to grow, become a better cake designer. So this is something that I would say, please instill this inside of your mindset, your monthly practice on becoming a better cake designer. So how to actually become a better cake designer is, number one, you need to always be practicing your cake skills. This is something where sometimes you may have to take some time outside of your cake orders on how to actually learn a new technique that's trending in the marketplace. Or really just learning how to sharpen up your skills on sugar flowers or sculpting cakes. But you always want to be practicing and becoming better. That's going to be taking some craftsy classes or going to study with your favorite cake designer. You always want to learn how can I become better, and you want to instill this in your monthly routine on becoming a better cake designer. And it's something that I have found that I had to schedule time aside to become better and practice, because weeks will just kind of go by to where I say, oh, I want to practice on cakes, but I didn't make the time for it. And then that's just started to become my excuse until I decide to make practicing more of a priority. Next reason or next way to become a better cake designer is this is going to be something that I've taken from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Is the team of counsel of the people who you really admire, and they're advising you on your business in your imaginary mind. But one thing that you can do to apply this in your business is to take the cake designers who you really admire. We all have them. We admire specific cake artists and everything like that. Imagine that they were looking at your cakes and how they would actually critique your work to help you to become better. And thinking about, well, I would do this, or I would add this, or anything like that. Really start to think about how you can get into their mindset for how they would approach your work and give you critiques on how you can become better. I've actually used this strategy to help me to become a better business owner on thinking about ways that they will approach their business, marketing, and everything like that. But you can apply the same principle to designing your cakes. Having people who you admire, just kind of like imaginary, just kind of like how they actually approach and really approach this work and everything like that. Which also means that you can go and look at their work and critique your work against someone else you really admire, to where you would think, I need to step up my game. Take those cake designers you somewhat compare yourself to where you want to become better, and think about how are their cake lines, how are their sugar flowers, how are their placements, how is the full cohesiveness of the design? Is this an original piece of work, or is this something I copied from Pinterest that a customer wanted? You can really take those types of questions, compare it to someone that you actually like. It will help you become a better cake designer. Now, some cake designers say that they don't compare themselves to other people, or they just really like to stay at their own lane. I do believe that we like to really see how our work really measures up to other people's, but use this in a productive way to help you to become a better cake designer. This will help you strengthen your confidence, and don't let this kind of like derail you, meaning that you're not good enough for anything like that. Allow this technique to really help you. And lastly, what I would say to help you to become a better cake designer is to really just be consistent in your cake designs, the way that you are designing your cakes for your customers, and be consistent in every single cake that you're doing. Meaning, if you have some cake orders that you're kind of like rushing through, or you're waiting till last minute, or you kind of notice that your cake is a little like not level, or this could be better, or that could be better, those types of inconsistencies are really not allowing you to really become great. You're just kind of like dwelling in this low-level mediocrity of becoming a cake designer. And the more that you become consistent in your craftsmanship, your designs, your sugar flour, your dusting, your placement, the delivery of the order, the whole cohesiveness of the design, actually giving the customer what they promised and going above and beyond, you will actually become a stronger cake designer because you're being more consistent. Consistency is something that a lot of people somewhat practice. It's something that's very hard to really strengthen, but it's the bridge that's going to allow you to go from good to great. It's really just that consistency bone that you really need to strengthen. So I hope these strategies really helped you to really learn how you can become a better cake designer, because you will earn more money with your cakes the better you become, and the more that you really stretch outside of your creative abilities to see what you can come up with next. I have an amazing resource for you. In fact, it's a whole slew of resources, which is my Cake Business Library, which has ebooks, templates, guides, so many awesomeness guides, everything like that, to really help you have an amazing cake business, charge premium prices, and actually have a book solid cake calendar. You can actually get access to that library down below, so make sure that you register and get access to the Cake and Success Business Library. And I hope these strategies really helped you to become a better cake designer. Make sure that you subscribe and apply these to your daily routine so you can really stretch and grow and become the best cake designer that you are destined to be. I will see you in the next video, and I will catch you later. Bye.